I think going through that first set just to make sure the band is an appropriate, resistance for all the exercises, because it is going to be a lot of upper body, so just making sure that there's no strain, specifically through those shoulders. The first exercise, we're going to be standing facing into the band, and we're going to do what's called a face pull. So what you're going to do is kind of pull on the outer sides of the cheeks, is kind of how I think of it. So elbows come out and wide, and so my hands kind of end up like right beside my chin. Yeah, like that. Good. All right, here we go. Begin. So we're trying not to shrug the shoulders up, although we are working the back side of the shoulders. Keep those abs tight, posture tall, with the feet grounded down. And 3, 2, 1. And now we'll move into bicep curls. So still standing tall, feet grounded down. Bicep curls, curl into the shoulders and extend those arms straight all the way down. Making sure to not bend from the wrists. Good. And 3, 2, 1. Nice job. We're going to turn around now. And we're coming down to a kneeling position just so that band's not quite as intense down here. And you're going to pelvic tuck, so you're squeezing your glutes together. This is going to keep that work out of that low back and more into the abs and the glutes. And we're going to alternate an overhead press. Move very slow. You will push slightly in front of you. Good, just bring it right back to the shoulder. Yeah, keeping it up there. And that way we just don't give the band the chance to pull on the shoulder wrong. Keeping the pelvic tuck, glutes are squeezing, tucked under, abs are on. Tall posture through the top of the head. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, we're going to move to the lower half of the body. You can kind of sit back, and what we'll do is we're going to clasp the bands together. So I'm just going to take the little clasps, stick one on the other, and creates this little seatbelt over the hips. And then we're going to try to make sure that band stays pretty much on my hip bones. And I'm going to load my legs a little bit more, so I'm just kind of scooting away from my anchor point. And what we're going to do here is at the top, I want you to squeeze those cheeks, tuck them under, and then squeeze at like 110%. So this is our locked in position. Then we're going to let the cheeks go. They're going to stretch back, hinge from the hips, let that band kind of assist that. And we start to pelvic tuck and squeeze against the band, lock in 110% at the top. So this is essentially a hip hinge from the kneeling position with some resistance coming from the back. So it kind of gets those glutes to really, really activate differently. Healthy hip hinge, good strong lock in. And if you want more resistance, you can just keep moving away from your anchor. Hopefully everything feels okay on your knees. We could get some extra padding under there if needed. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. Now we're going to try to get out of our loop without undoing the loop. So we'll just take those knees out, and then we're going to sit beside the band. So we're sideways to the anchor, and basically I have my hip lined up with the anchor point at the bottom of the door. And we're going to go into some Russian twists here, where we're going to be pulling that band across. Like this. So the work is coming from the core, trying to relax the legs the best you can. Scoop it out, lean back. Here we go. Exhale to twist. Slight inhale to come back, but those abs stay strong the whole time. So you're really working both directions. Moving slow both directions. Three, 2, 1. And now we do that to the other side. So we'll just turn around. Same thing, stay the same distance away from the anchor. And scoop it out, begin when you're ready. Exhale out, inhale, return. Slow both directions. Work into that core. Try to relax your legs. Your arms aren't working much. Neck is relaxed. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Nice work. That's a set right there. So to begin again, we're just going to unlock our seatbelt, our connection there. And we're going to come back to our face pull. So from this position, it'll end up like this at the very top. And we're pulling from these muscles here. All right, ground down through those posture muscles. Core stays on. Begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we move into bicep curls. Curl all the way towards the shoulders and let all the way out. So that bicep muscle gets the chance to fully flex, fully stretch out and release. Abs tight, posture on. Just try to keep looking straight in front of you. That keeps that posture where we want it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to switch to shoulder work. Coming down into a kneeling position. So you can be down on both knees. If you want to stay maybe off of a knee, it's okay to come into this position. It doesn't change the work for the shoulders. If you do have both knees down, just lock in through those glutes. And we begin alternating. Alternating is going to keep us moving slower with more control and intention, just focusing on that single side, just because we don't want that band to pull on that shoulder wrong. So we're always in control. We're using our strength to move the band. Intentional work on the way up and on the way down. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we move to the lower half of the body, creating our seatbelt again. Just quick little clasp over, buckle it in, and then the resistance stays on the hip bones. We don't want that to go up onto the tummy. Move away as much as you'd like because we're really starting to load the cheeks back here. All right, so they squeeze to begin. This is where we're coming back to every time. Lock in to create that rep. Stretch. Lock back up. That's it. And you're just moving at your own breathing rhythm. And this is not fast at all. So inhale back and exhale, lock up. And do try to create that little pelvic tuck. It makes a difference with how those glutes are able to come into that deeper contraction. And we want strong glutes, right? Because that gives a lot of support to our low back. It creates hip strength and support, stability. And I like the assist of the band because it really just pulls back from those hips. Sometimes we get our back a little too involved. And all it is just moving from these hips. The hinge back releases the glutes. Standing up, squeeze the glutes. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now we get out of our little loop. Moving into core work. So this specifically is working into the sides, but just remember that core is fully activated, working together. If you needed to, you could cross the legs to try to deactivate the legs a little bit more, and it would still just look like this, as long as those sit bones stay planted down. So maybe you just experiment with those legs. Ready, begin. Exhale out, inhale, slowly come back. And 3, 2, 1, and other side. Abs on, lean it back, begin when you're ready. Shoulders down out of your ears. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. That's the end of round 2. Let's take a water break. Everything feeling okay? Good. All right, good, yeah. So when we do come back, we need our band separated. And we're gonna start with our shoulder work. Okay, ground those feet down. Turn on the core, the glutes, tall posture, and pull. Just looking straight out in front of you. Matching your movement to your breathing. Exhale, pull. Inhale, let down. You're staying in control of the band at all time. Don't let it snap you back down. Two, one. All right, bicep curls. I get a little bit closer to the anchor. Here we go. Maintain that posture and that core contraction. It stays on, supportive all the time. Five, four, three, two, one. And back down, kneeling, facing away for shoulder work. This time, the anchor is from the back, so we're going to feel tops of the shoulders and a little bit of the fronts of the shoulders. Keep that core supportive. Slight pelvic tuck does help with that, so this work does not go into that low back. Nice, slow pace, looks good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And seatbelt. Once that's good and locked in, you can move away from the anchor. This is our third round. We're going to finish strong. So if you just know that you can push a little bit more, scoot out a little bit more. Nice. All right, here we go. Hinge, glutes release. Come up, 110% contract. So just like our bicep muscles, they need to fully lengthen to then fully contract. That is how we get the most out of our exercise. We get that lengthening of the muscle so it can come back stronger for that next repetition. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, back to our Russian twist. basically a single side pull. Maybe start on the opposite side that you've been starting with. Change it up for the body. Okay, again, in this last round, really making sure that we're using our abs. Isolate the best that you can. Ready? Begin. And 3, 2, 1, and switch. Those legs to relax the best you can. Isolate here at the tummy and begin. And 3, 2, 1, and done there. Good job.